Hey guys, what's up? What the fuck? Hi shit. Work week is just done, and suddenly I'm recording a podcast. Like I'm right into it. So I guess I was feeling it. It's raining outside, which is it's a nice vibe. Finished my work week, which is nice. My second work week already, I'm pretty sure. Uh, easy as pie, easy as cake. I've never felt better working, which is good. That's what I'm telling everyone as well. It feels nice. It's kind of funny, right? Because they kind of fired me. Well, I didn't know that. It's kind of a weird one, right? They didn't continue my contract because of Corona, right? Which is fine, like whatever. Because they helped me a lot. My current boss, she helped me a lot with transferring to my new job, where I'm still gonna work eventually. But right now, I'm still working at my old job, which is on a beach club in the south of the Netherlands, right? I'm working as a cook, but I don't really do much cooking right now. It's kind of odd. I just kind of. Um, I run the snack bar. I definitely feel like I'm the king of the snack bar, though. You know what I mean? Like I'm so charismatic with all the people that come by. I'm like always talking to them, and like I make them laugh, and I'm like flirting with old ladies and stuff. And like a lot of people compliment my mom tattoo, right? Because I guess I got the muscles now. I'm starting to feel like I'm more handsome lately because I'm like happier, and I think that the world really fucking like, um, you know, treats handsome people better. Was that a working sentence? I don't think so. I do think that the world, um, society prefers handsome people. Like I had an argument with Zeus about this like a while ago because Zeus had he used to struggle with his weight, right? He was kind of a fat kid though. He's doing better though. He's working out or whatever. But anyways, yeah. So Susie told me this that when as he became thinner, the people started treating him nicer because he wasn't as ugly. Like this is real. Apparently this is real. I'm not trying to have an opinion. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, right? Which is a wild one. So I guess now that I'm prettier because I feel better, I'm happier. Like happy people are always prettier, right? You know that old story? It's like folklore. Maybe I don't really know what folklore is. I had a discussion with Aaron Dune about that, but yeah. So it's kind of this weird story of like I don't really know how it goes, but it's I think basically somebody if you have bad thoughts you get ugly, right? Bad thoughts like you turn ugly, right? And I feel like if you have good thoughts, like what I'm doing right now, my vibe's pretty alright lately. Hello, my name is MJ. Welcome to my podcast. Pajing, we're here, been here, but yeah. So I definitely believe that if you have good thoughts, right, it kind of makes you prettier. So I've been having good thoughts for a while now. Got prettier, also working out. So like a bunch of people are complimenting my tattoo, and I have like little interactions with moms, right, that are at my window. It's so fun. So I'm like the king of the snack bar right now, right? But I don't wear a chef jacket though because it's like, well, that's no cooking, right? The next restaurant I'm gonna work at, that's cooking, right? We're gonna fucking grow our own fucking spices and no, not spices, but herbs and vegetables and flowers and teas. So it's gonna be dope, and they brew their own beer. But that's gonna be real cooking, right? What I'm doing right now is really cooking. So I don't wear the chef jacket because when I'm working the snack bar, I feel so I feel overly um, responsible when I'm wearing it because if I'm in the snack bar area of the kitchen, I will be the only one ever to wear like like a chef jacket, right? Because the actual cooks there, the people that are still cooking right now, um, they do wear chef's jacket, right? So if I'm like the only one with a chef's jacket, I feel so like I'm a rank above them or whatever. So I'm like responsible for everything. That's bullshit, right? Like if I'm working with somebody in there, we're equals, right? And they're supposed to fucking take care of their own. I take care of my shit and I try to catch them whenever they fall. That sort of shebang. But if they fuck up, I don't want to take responsibility for that, right? Like if somebody fucking serves somebody fucking frozen food or whatever. Like if I work with Aaron Dune, right? And if Aaron Dune serve somebody frozen food by accident. I don't want to take responsibility for that just because I have the jacket on. So I'm just wearing a shirt right now. Uh, such a rant as well. I was gonna talk about gay people. I had like a whole thing. Fuck. Welcome though. Like I don't know what this podcast is. I guess this can be the intro to my podcast with Vik from the artist from Refuge. Well, not anymore. they they kind of got themselves yeah, pretty sure they're banned. We'll talk about that on the podcast. And maybe it's like a super weird story. That's fine. But yeah, that's I'm gonna record it in 2 days. Oh man, in 2 days my cooking show will have come out, right? Because I'm like pre-uploading shit right now because I'm working, right? So it's kind of nice. I have 2 free days. Just focus on the podcast then, and then pre-upload, right? And then you can just focus on work the entire week without having to worry about I gotta get high. Because no, you don't. You can just go with the bed responsibly. It's nice. Makes me keeps me sane, frankly. Also, it's just I feel like this is just what adults do, right? It's what adults. Adults. I feel like this is what my parents have always done. What was I going to talk about? The gays? What about the gays? Oh yeah, listen. I was listening to a podcast, right, with Joe Rogan, and he had a great guest, like the guy from the Opie and Anthony show, right? Anthony Cumin? Is that his name? Cumin? Whatever. Cumin? Whatever. This is whatever. I was listening to a podcast, right? And somehow this inspired me to think this thought, and I had this thought to myself, and I was kind of like, to all the gay guys, right? You've made it. Okay? I think we've made it. Well, haven't we? Maybe we haven't. Is there still... I always have this issue, like... Because people call me homophobic all the time. And, like, I say sexist shit, like, at work. Like, this is one gay guy working with us, and he's such a nice guy. Like, sometimes I feel like we're great friends, because he's Spanish, right? And he only speaks English, right? And my English is great, so it's like real easy to connect with him, right? But sometimes like he'll get so fucking mad at me or something I say, and he'll like I'm a sexist, but I'm not. I don't think so. No, I'm not. But what I want to say is that you know, we've made it. You've all made it. Maybe have we? I have no idea. There's still homophobia? Maybe. What is homophobia? Isn't every straight guy homophobic? A homophobe? I mean, I feel like if a gay guy kind of comes on to me, because that's happened before. Like, I've had a colleague of mine, a different one. A lot of gay colleagues. Actually, I shouldn't tell the story. But anyways, no, but it's good. Fuck. I'm running out of lighters at work. It sucks. I have to go buy new lighters. Who thinks of that, right? Who buys new lighters? Welcome to a dive in the archive.
Spicy. Is open? Yeah. Kobe. Yes. Kobe missed. Hey, I was telling you about this flamboyant gay guy, right? It's about. You can't take it. Make it very nervous when you don't take it. Just put it in your mouth. Just put it in your mouth.
Okay. I'm not sure this podcast is a good idea.
It's fine. You can't cater to the camera either. You just gotta fucking have a good time. But so we went out naar de stad, zeg maar, after work to have a fucking few drinks, right? Yeah. And we got pretty fucking best wel fucking wasted. Ik was op de fiets, right? Dus een guy sliep op de camping en ik dacht, fuck it, ik breng hem thuis, gewoon een collega, weet je wel. So he starts begging to suck my dick. Like, oh, kom op Mick, je wilt het wel, je weet dat je het lekker vindt Mick, je weet dat je het eigenlijk wel wilt, heel even in de borstjes, weet je wel.
Heel even in de wat? In de borstjes?
Gewoon heel even in de borstjes, you know what I mean? Just heel eventjes, just suck my dick. Maar weet je, het is best wel fucking awkward. I guess girls go through this all the fucking time. Maar het is best wel awkward.
Is that aggressive sexuality?
Ja, het is een beetje, maar het is probably. Maar ik voelde me so bad, like turning him down, because I knew the next day he's gonna wake up and feel awful about it, weet je wel. And then the next day, he didn't say anything about it. But this fucking guy, like 2 days ago, he sends me a text with a screenshot from Reddit, where we knew this, right?
Heb je die wat Savi's?
It's very awkward for me, if a gay guy comes on to me, because I'm not into that, right? But that's homophobia, maybe. I'm just thinking, because it's like a fear, right? Like, oh no, don't, you know what I mean? Maybe? I don't really know. What is homophobia anyways? Yeah. You want to cover black guys as well? Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I don't try to be this edgy. It just kind of happens. You know what the fucking problem is? I just want to be able to have thoughts. And there's so much media out there right now, right? And I've been trying to like get more into creating rather than consuming, because I don't think you can do both at the same time. I think Aaron is inspired to do a similar thing, which is good because I like inspiring my friends. I don't know what I was going to talk about. Anyways, podcast with Vik coming up. I hope you're ready. Oh, I should smoke. Come on. I should smoke a little joint. Watchow, watching. My name is Mickey Jing. That's not my name, but it rhymes with Ching. These are pure weed joints. Shit, but I finished my work week and free tomorrow. I just gotta go horse riding, but that's not a big deal. So congratulations to the gays. They've now made it, right? Everybody accepts them, maybe? Is that true? Is there still sexism towards gays? I have no idea. I haven't seen it in a while. All I see online is all like, everyone's just like, everyone loves it, not loves it, but like, everyone's alright with it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's 2021 now. Remember when we used to say, guys, you can be gay, it's 2020. Well, it's 2021 now, motherfuckers. It's time to stop complaining. You know what I mean? I want to make gay jokes, because some of mine are really funny. But, man, my fucking colleagues at work, like the gay ones, they don't like my gay jokes. But I'm like, come on, I joke about everything. Like, I joke about every aspect of you, right? Like, I've joked about their butts. Whatever. I have this ash tray, but it's actually just a egg shell. This is real. This is really what I'm doing with my life. It's kind of incredible, right? Anyways, this is it. If any artist that's watching this, because every week I commission an artist, right? I didn't do it for the cooking show, because Corn Cup Dog made me some. No, wait, that's this episode maybe. Hello, my name is MJ. Welcome to my podcast, Pajing. I think so. Yeah, Corn Cup Dog. But if any future artist is watching this, right, and is trying to draw me, because I always give them my podcast for reference, right? And this could be it, right? Because I got the eggshell and the joint. It's kind of iconic. Who has an eggshell? Me, apparently. This naturally, organically happened. That's kind of cool. Now, that's quirky, right? If you want to talk about quirky shit, that's quirky, right? That's good, right? Maybe? I have no idea. Let's go with the flow. Like Chuck said.
Yeah, let's go with the flow.
Oh, you like this shirt? This is a really fun story, this shirt. This is such a fun shirt. I don't even know where it's from. Hold on, I'm not wearing any underwear. I have to be careful. Like, I do have pants on, Mar. I got no underwear underneath. Anyways, look. What does it say? What is it? Wait, what the fuck does it say? Lombok. Alright, so this is like a weird shirt. It's kind of nice. You know how I got this though? This is hilarious. I had a one-night stand with like this MILF, and she was like 30 or whatever. And she was like doing coke all night. It was super weird, but I was like, I think I smoked weed. No, I didn't either. She didn't have weed. No, I didn't have weed either. So I was just sober, smoking cigarettes and drinking though. But she was doing coke, like super fucking weird. And then we fucked. And then it was really not like, it was really like, and after that I came and it was like, oh man, this sucks. It's like such a depressing place to be right now. I wish I was in my own bed. Like, this sucks. This city sucks that I'm in, right? Yeah, one-night stands are a weird one, man. They're kind of fun when you chase them and you kind of figure out, oh my god, I'm gonna chase. There's like a thing. But then when you get the game, it's kind of bullshit, to be honest. And maybe it's like demisexual, maybe. I have no idea. Whatever. Ugh. I don't like that about myself. Sorry. Nothing against people doing that though. All the labels. Because people like all these labels, right? I burn my nose hair. Hey, I got a good joke for you. You want to know, hey, what is the wait, what's the joke? Oh, the joke is, what does fire smell like? Burnt nose hair. It's funny because if you were to smell it, all you would smell would be burnt nose hair. Right? So yeah, but anyways, somehow, I don't know, at some point during the night, I think she was doing coke in her closet because she didn't want me to see it at first, but I kind of knew she was doing it, right? Like there's like this white rim. And she like walks away and comes back. And I don't mention it because it's like, you know, whatever. Let's try to keep it romantic or whatever. At least, right? If we're gonna do this, let's try like put some effort in. but at some point, like I don't know. I called her out on it, and then I walked into her closet and she had this shirt hanging there, and I was like, oh, this is nice. And she's like, yeah, it's a men's shirt, but somebody left it here at one point. Do you want to have it? And I was like, fuck yeah. And you know, it's a one-night stand, so you never see a person again. But that's the story of this shirt, right? Yeah. She did comment on my YouTube channel a couple of times. It was kind of weird. But hey, lady, come on, man. What do you want me to do? I was 23 at the time. You really expect me to fucking stay around? to fucking man, this is a horrible podcast. Talk about fucking man. If they in the future, if this plan comes true, and in the future, in like 10 years, they're fucking going through my old shit and they're finding this shit, they're gonna cancel me for sure. It's horrible. But I just really, you know, I feel like a lot of the time today there's a lot of fucking thoughts you can't have, right? There's a lot of, you know, your brain, you can just take it places, right? You can take it different paths and stuff, and you can explore different areas. It's really fun. I mean, it's the essence of life, right? But in today's society, I don't know much about older societies, to be honest, because I just live in this one. But in my society, right, in this society, you like how I do that? I do that work as well. That's weird. Maybe it's too vain, but man, I like my hair. I'm digging it right now. Oh, I think people are too. Anyways, yeah. So I feel like in today's society, there's a lot of paths you can't take your brain. You can't explore topics you can't explore, questions you can't ask, and I don't really respect that. Sorry. So I'ma just like maybe be like a bit rebellious, like maybe like some counterculture maybe, but like keep it low, because I don't want to like get fucked. You know what I mean? I just want to like have fun thoughts, because I'm having fun. You know what I mean? This is like the best part of my night. Like it's like a little celebratory thing. Like I finished my fucking work week, and there's like rain going on right outside. It's a nice vibe as well. It's a perfect vibe. I've had vibes on the podcast, and that's like kind of weird to talk about, but also fuck it. Where I feel like I'm too much. Like, but at that point, I've probably gotten too high, right? And yeah, it sucks if I make a podcast and I look back and I'm like, my energy was too much, right? Especially when I'm doing it with a guest, because if my energy is too much, and with a guest it's like, and the worst is when because it's on Discord. I feel like in real life this doesn't happen. Like this doesn't happen with Zeus when I'm chilling with him, or with Iron Dune, or however. This doesn't happen in real life. But Discord is like, because there's delay, right? You can't really sense somebody. You kind of just have to. I prefer, because if I'm recording on if I call with Scal, for example, or make a podcast with Scal, I call him, right? I call Scalibur, and he records on his side, because he's like a YouTuber as well. I'm starting to slur, because he's like a YouTuber as well, right? Jesus Christ, is that a sign of like a stroke? Am I having a stroke on camera? If I have a stroke, I hope it happens on camera, so at least I'll be able to capture it. But yeah, so it's nice because he's a YouTuber as well, right? So he'll be able to record the screen, but actually get the audio right? Like he does a test recording. How nice is that, right? I feel so taken care of when I'm doing a podcast with him. It's so nice. So yeah, fucking shout out to Scalibur, my friend. Check him out if you got time. It's a gloomy, rainy night, but it's a good time. So I hope you're having a good time with me. I hope the gays and I are cool. I know a lot of my followers are gays. This is getting so bad. It is all a good time though, I feel like. But I was gonna say something else about Scum. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, so I call him, and he records the screen. He does that, and then he can switch. Oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. it's hard to get immersed when I'm having a conversation on Discord with somebody, right? So what I'm calling with Skel, he'll record, so it doesn't matter what it looks like on my end, because I'll be calling with my phone, because it's frankly the best camera, right? So it's the best quality podcast in general if he records it and I, broadcast through my phone. Issue with my phone is though that I can't look at myself and look at Scalibur at the same time, because in Discord there's multiple windows, right? So I have to select one, and I prefer to look at Scal to help with the immersion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to do everything I can to help with the immersion, but some podcasts through Discord are just tough. Upcoming now, a podcast with Vik and I haven't done it yet. Watch it be fucking terrible. No man. Vik and I go way back. I basically made Vik. Wow, that's kind of a narcissistic thing to say. But I remember, man, when I first interacted with Vik, Vik was a fan of me. I'm talking about 90s pixels placed here. This is old school. This is legacy shit, right? And I was doing a resource pack, my relatively improved default, right? You can check it out now on CurseForge. Maybe that's how you got here, because my loading screen is kind of, controversial to some people, but whatever. But yeah, Vik came to me as a fan of my pack. I don't think they were even like doing much pixel art like that. Vik is like a god right now, but at that point they weren't, that good. They were just a fan of my work. It was kind of fun, and then I just encouraged them. And then he went out and did his own thing. But I like to think that I at least helped nurture. It's a nice thing, right? When you have positive energy in you, kind of like have enough, you're full of positive energy, you have enough and you kind of help somebody like along, maybe give them a little push they need, maybe. It's a beautiful thing. I love it when it happens to me, like my uncle does it. My uncle who makes the music for these podcasts, Mr. T, the powerful Mr. T. Very mysterious character within the MJ Trips lore, but it's a real one. And he did that for me once when I was going through my wild depression, because all this fucking, you can't really see this card. Hold up. Not that I'm trying to show off. Yeah, look, it's ugly as fuck, right? I've never shown it on camera like this to an audience like this. Nah, that's only happening because I'm whatever. But nah, I do think it's ugly, to be honest. But that's only a recent thing. I used to kind of it was really fucking a profound moment when I disliked having scars for the first time. Because when I was cutting it, I was 18 or whatever, different life, right? What I want to say, I'll wrap this up first before I get into this story about my uncle, Mr. T, who makes the music of this podcast. Great stuff, right? When I was depressed, before I started the podcast, actually, if you look at my old podcast, you go to MJ's Little Trip. I think when that podcast happened, a couple of months ago, I had a horrible depression where I cut myself for the last time ever. And my uncle helped me a lot through that, which was very nice, because I didn't always have a very I feel like I was always looking for a mentor figure in a lot of people for a while, which I still do, to be honest, because I like it, because it's nice to be able to take wisdom, but I do it less now because I'm able to I've built enough where I can stand on my own feet, I don't need to rely on a mentor save me, which is something I did do for a while. But anyways, when I was 18, I was cutting myself. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. It's a horrible fucking, I don't even really want to talk about. I can. It's not a big deal. That's one of the fucking things about podcast though, where I don't need to talk about. You know what I mean? Necessarily. But on the other hand, maybe it's good, because maybe there are people that also have it. That's why the vasectomy podcast I think is a good one, because maybe there's people that are going through it or have similar views, or could get inspired, or maybe they watch it and they decide not to get a vasectomy. Even then, I'm okay, cool. I helped that's the balance of the universe, right? Apparently, they stumbled into the video and they made their decision, or maybe that never happens. But that's kind of how I like to plan things out, right? Because you gotta manifest shit, right? And I just manifest away. Throw as much shit as the wall as you can. Just I manifest shit all day. You know, because why not? You gotta fucking, if you want to win the lottery, you gotta buy a ticket, right? That's what my uncle said. Not Mr. T, a different uncle. My dad's dad. Not my dad's dad. My dad is also dead, but I meant my dad's brother. Dad's dad. My grandpa. I don't think I knew my grandpa. On my dad's side. Hey, what does fire smell like? I just smelled it. I just burnt my nose there again. That's why I said the joke the first time. I don't think I mentioned it, but I burned my nose there. Weird podcast, eh? Fucking wild vibes. Said some offensive shit. And we're still going strong. Should we even paste the fucking Vik podcast at the end of this? Poor fucking Vik. Expected to have a podcast about themselves. 19PixelsPlaced. Expected to have a podcast, you know, about themselves. Got fucked over, just like Chalk did. Because Chalk was supposed to have his own podcast, MJ Trips with Chalk, but then we called Scalamer. But it was his idea, to be fair. And I also, you know, it was within the video, it was within the lore, it was a good time, I think. Nice thumbnails. Well, I got an issue with my thumbnails. I feel like most of my thumbnails are too good. Because I kind of make my thumbnails kind of hoping that people are gonna like, holy shit, like look at it. And just try to see many details. Because I try to put like many fucking, you know, I try to make it look good. But the issue with this is that I treat it more like a painting or whatever. Or like a render, I don't really know. I treat it like a canvas. But it's bullshit. Because that's not how thumbnails work. Because they're so small. And there's like a huge block. Like a, maybe like an eighth of it is blocked. Because there's like the time of the video. There's like a, thumbnails, if you look at the video, I'll put it on screen. This is what I mean, right? There's like a little time thing, and it fucking fucks with the vibe. And also there's a little bar at the bottom, how far you've watched. So you can't really put much too many details. Like you can't treat it the way I treat them. It's getting really meta. I was gonna say something about the cutting though. I don't like loose ends. That's the big deal to me. What the fuck was I gonna say then? Oh yeah, whenever I was in the mode of cutting, was just gonna like a different, that version of me who was cutting, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I never minded my scar. Like I did it to myself, right? I remember there being like a few moments when I was working as a cook, because I had to go back to work, and I was like wearing my chef jacket had short sleeves, right? I had a bunch of chef jacket with short sleeves. I was covered in cuts, and I was like this little kid. I was 18, but when I was 18, I looked like a 15-year-old. No, that's not true. Like a 16-year-old, and I acted like a fucking 14-year-old. 15, maybe 16-year-old. This is alright. I don't know. I feel like I ate so slowly. Now I'm at a good spot, and now I'm like, okay, I got it. But when I look at my trajectory, it's a wild one. It took a while, but that's not relevant right now. But it's also the autism, maybe. I have no idea. Anyways, yeah, no, I never minded my scar. I was talking about this restaurant. The restaurant I worked at, right? I'll show the tattoo, right? This restaurant. I learned how to cook there. Uitvuren, right? Represent. OV, motherfucker. And they never, oh yeah. I was gonna fucking tell a story. Hold up, I got it though. I had a chef's jacket with short sleeves, right? And I was like this little kid. And I remember the first time it happened, I just kind of didn't want to tell anyone. But they kind of, I think they knew, because I think my mom maybe already told them. I don't really know. But I think they knew already. But I didn't want to like show it to, because we had like 20 fucking waitresses and waiters, like whatever, and people in the kitchen. Maybe not 20, but like a bunch of people that sometimes popped in, right? And every new person, I'd have to like, you know, introduce this whole new thing, right? It was like, hold up, I have cuts now, like, because it was all around. And I used to be clean, completely clean. If there were cuts right now, I don't think it would be. It would be still a big deal, but there's not ever gonna be. That's not the point. The point is that I would come to work and I would wear something under that chef's jacket, right? So I'd have like a hoodie. or maybe like a track jacket hoodie, and I just put the hood over the chef's jacket like this, and I kind of looked fly, to be honest. But my boss told me, nah, if you're gonna fucking cut yourself, you're gonna fucking, you know, you're for whatever. You're not gonna look like this. You look like a fucking I I don't know. I didn't look like a professional. Was the point, right? And he told me, if you're gonna do this, then you're gonna fucking take responsibility and just like walk out there. And it was very good. It was like one of those mentoring moments, like Dr. Cox. You know what I mean? Dr. Coxing it. And yeah, so that was the only moment I remember ever caring about the scars and finding them like maybe like I was scared of the reaction I would get from other people, which is weird because in a way I did do it to get like a reaction from like the world in general. I felt like I was depressed and nobody was listening, and then but good, that's like ages ago. This is not relevant to me whatsoever. Just FYI, taking it back, right, to the present. This is not relevant to me right now, ever, in any capacity. The rewind back into the press me mode. But no. The point is that that's the only moment I ever felt like I didn't like my scars. And then for the rest of my life, it was just like, yeah, so it's been like, I was 18, so it's been 6 years. So I'm 24 right now. As well. Yeah, so and that's 6 years I never cared. Well, actually 5 years technically because this happened a while ago. This moment that I'm building up to. There's one last story and then I'll wrap it up because it's been a while. My joint's finished, I think. Well, there's no bud in there maybe. I can't do this. Good.
Yeah.
After that, there was 5 years of me never caring about me having cuts. Because I just kind of fucking, I was just kind of, I knew what it was. Like, I was there, right? I kind of did it. I instantly accepted it, right? I had accepted it before I did it, right? I contemplated doing it like so many times because I felt so bad at the time. It was like a control issue as well. So it's like something I could take control over, right? My own pain. Like, you can't hurt me, but I can. Yeah, weird territory not to feel bad about though, to be honest. For me, like I'm trying to like it because it is so part of me is like this is a different version of me because it's almost feels like I'm talking about somebody else, if that makes sense. It's so distant from me, from who I am right now, which is good. Like I've raised my standards. You know how you can be a version, you raise your standards, and maybe your friends even change when you do stuff like that, right? Or you're whatever, you can raise your standards, right? And that's like this is like completely different, completely disconnected from who I am right now. But it's still kind of depressing sometimes, maybe a bit, as I'm saying it now. It's been a while since I fucking explored this territory, but that's why I'm kind of keeping it rolling because I kind of like it. It's been a while. I don't think I've ever like explored it like this. It's very good. This is crazy therapy, to be honest. And maybe it's interesting or fucking shocking. Like, if you need me to take it back, I'm like, no, I'm cool. Like in real life. I still am not finished though, but I'm kind of tired, to be honest. Because I worked all day, like for like 2 hours. And then a training would be it's a nice night. It's a nice night to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes it's just a nice night to go to bed? But I will finish the story though. Just need to remember where I was at. Cutting myself. Yeah, it's just not fun to talk about in a weird way. Anyways. I never minded it. Because I kind of did it myself. Where did the train go then? I kind of just did it myself. Whatever. The point is this. And because now I kind of do think they're kind of ugly, maybe the scars. I kind of don't like having them. And what changed is I don't know what changed. Maybe it was like one of those raising standards thing or so. Or I'm not. Maybe I'm looking too much into that. Let it go. What changed? I went to like there's like a weird podcast. It's called MJ Tripp's Snow Day. I'm pretty sure. Wait, is it the Snow Day podcast? That's kind of a legendary podcast. You should check it out. MJ Tripp's, I don't know what number it is. It will be an early one. MJ Tripp number 4, maybe? No, 7. I have no idea, whatever. Snow Day is what it's called. I'll do like a little card. I won't remember. Maybe I will. Who knows? But yeah, and at the end of the podcast, this is so weird and meta, right? It's meta because it's about me, so whatever. But at the end of the podcast, you hear like a bunch of girls yelling, and I met those girls at a party, because they were like, this my neighbors were having a party and it was snowing, and I just came out with the crate of beer. I tell the story on that podcast, right? The snow. I'm pretty sure I do anyway. The Snow Day podcast, and I just went to my neighbors with the crate of beer, and I was like, "Yo, can I hang at your party?" But I think they thought I was really weird because I wasn't wearing socks. Because I just walked. I was in my jammies, right? I was in bed and they woke me up with their. Well, they didn't wake me up, but they kept me up with their party. And I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I'm just gonna go over there, right?" Because I still had beer. I kind of thought that was like a brave thing to do, maybe, you know. Didn't really work out though, because they kind of thought it was weird. I think, because I was in my jammies, right? And I just put my shoes on. And I had these sneakers, these Nikes, and yeah, I took my shoes off and I was barefooted there, and they thought that was so weird. And I was wearing nail polish. I don't think they did that either. I did show them the coronavirus is new owner of Earth.
Doctor, I'm worried about my son. He won't eat his veggies. He started to wear makeup, refused to take his meds. What can I do? Please help. Help.
2019 was the last time you breathed. One by one now remove your teeth. Your mama's crying, but I don't care cause it's the end of the year. Face mask for all people on earth, dying by a virus without vaccines. Stuck between four walls, I think I'm going crazy. My body dark but my head still seeing. Rage in my eyes, bitch stay 1 meter around me. Gonna explode like a fungi. Bitch, I'm a lost cause, bitch. I'm a lost cause. So my soul for some food, breathing air with my broken lungs, taking my backpack, go outside without help. Look at these fucking trees. Look at these trees. These trees. Look at these fucking trees. Earth needs help, 'cause time is dead. It's over. One day I hope this fucking planet will breathe. We need change. Need change. Need change. Need change. Change. Fucking humanity is dead since 2020 started. Only death spreads. You gotta move fast. If you wanna live, destruction is your new identity, kid. Son gives himself with a 357. Your world is ending. Don't cry cause you didn't love him. He wasn't playing, you were thinking about abortion. Now drugs are your potion. Toxic is our relation. I don't wanna act like I'm fine, cause I'm not. Smiling is a failure, not an option. Seem to be happy with fake people, wearing a mask like a whole society. Yeah. You act like the whole society, wearing masks and stuff. Fuck this corona shit. But girl, I love the way you move, and I love the way you ride. And on our bed, you act like a dove. Yeah.
the music video that I made with Vik, coincidentally. Coincidentally, only because it's me and it's always connected to me. Any story, I should stop saying that. It's so weird. Coincidentally, it's bullshit. When I say that about my own stories, no, it makes so much sense, right? That's the whole point. Anyways, yeah, good stuff. But I was at that party, and I was kind of a weirdo. Do I say too much? Maybe I do. I was kind of a weirdo, and man, that must be annoying as shit to hear all the fucking time. I'm sorry. Fuck, I'm a dumbass. Keep this shit rolling for too long, but I just like it, man. It's so fun to make podcasts. I'm sorry if this shit is so long, but hey, I'll make it up to you. It's really good content. Come on, what do you want me to say? The point is that that's the first time that I hated my scars. Or I didn't hate my scars. I hated that I was a person who has them, right? Because I wear long sleeves and I kind of just always roll them up because I don't like the feeling of long sleeves. I like long sleeve shirts, but I like rolling them up. I like the look of it. Sometimes I go 3/4. I don't usually keep them long, but I remember that I put them up. You know what I'm saying? And that's then somebody mentioned it that I had scars in a room. Like one of the chicks mentioned it, and that was the first and people have mentioned it throughout my entire life. It was never a big deal, because I always like crack jokes like, yeah, I went on a safari trip, right? I got mauled, a tiger, whatever, something like that, right? But that was the first time where I was like, shit, I kind of don't want people to fucking see me like this, right? Because instantly I'm like. Well, it's not a big deal because I kind of make up with it with my personality at this point. To be really fucking honest with you, but yeah, I don't want to be seen as the guy who's like, because having scars is kind of like a weird one, right? Because it usually comes with a bunch of cringe. But maybe that's a projection. Fucking hell, man. Maybe we should cut the last part out. Because that felt like such a fucking horror show. I'm too high and I'm tired. And I'm like, It's the most super annoying thing ever. At least it's more of a relaxed podcast. Because I guess a full work week will do that to you. Any man, right? Not just me, I think. What time is it even? Who cares? Should I hang this up? Well, it's kind of like a call with myself, maybe. Man, maybe that's why I like doing podcasts, because I just like talking to myself. I do talk to myself, and I feel like most of my brilliant thoughts happen off air, because I'll be just talking to myself, like, not always out loud. Usually it's in my head. But you know how you can just have a dialogue going, right? You think about shit like, oh, I gotta do this, do the dishes, what do I gotta do the dishes, I could just do them now. It's like, I don't know, whatever. I feel like 90% of people talk to themselves all the fucking time, right? And, okay. Podcast with Vik coming up. Hope you enjoy watching. Okay, so I think I'm rolling. I think everything is good. Alright, we're on the podcast. I'm still eating. I made, Turkish bread? Know what that is? Turkish bread? Like this? Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I think it isn't like you put oil on it.
Well, I did, yeah. I put chicken oil in it because I had chicken for lunch, just chicken and paprika, and
Yeah.
I had some oil left over, and I put a bunch of garlic in there, and then some salt and pepper,
Yeah.
and it's really good. It's a lot of carbs. But right. Anyways, welcome to MJ Trips, my friend. You've made it.
I will be popular.
You will be popular. Well, many people already know you. I had a little book. Jesus fucking Christ, it was hard to reach you today, bro. I couldn't fucking, Did you, because ladies and gentlemen, 19PixelsPlaced, by the way. I've already done like 30 minutes of content before this, so everybody already knows that you're gonna be on the podcast. Which is why it was so essential that you actually came on the podcast, because I tried to contact Vik like the entire fucking day today, and I got no response. But we're here, we made it. So, did you set your alarm this morning?
Yeah, I did.
Did you woke up?
But
I woke up at 8.
No.
I was like, fuck yeah, 9, I'm ready. I'm like, do a wake and bake, like the sun was shining through my window. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm
No.
ready for this.
like I was supposed to wake up at 9, and my alarm ringed, and then my phone shut down because there was like no battery left.
Jesus Christ. And what time did you wake up then?
I think I get back to sleep, and then I wake up at like 12.
Oh, 12. Well, that's not too bad. So you're free today?
Like I was doing shit like random shit for like thing I
Sorry.
told you before, but I don't want to talk about here.
You know what we messaged about before the podcast
Yeah.
started? I feel like we don't have to talk about it now, but maybe I'm gonna just soak a little bit of a... I'm thinking of making a joint, which is something that I like to do now. I take like pure weed joints, and they get me really high. So I'm thinking of just smoking joint. And it's not something we should get into now, but maybe when we get more comfortable together. Because it's always weird doing a podcast with a guest. You always have to like get into a flow. You know what I mean? Like, but maybe when we get more comfortable, we can talk about it. Because we were talking about it in DMs, and I do think it's very healthy to like be able to talk about anything. That's actually a lot. You don't know this, Vik, but the past 30 minutes, or 40 at this point, minutes of content of this video have been me like being super open and like whatever, just talking about crazy shit. Like I talked about cutting. So if you want to talk about depression shit, maybe a good time. Because it's been, I feel like everybody knows the name Vik, but I feel like nobody really knows who you are. And now they know that you have a pair of arms at least and a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
What's your t-shirt say? Is that houses on it?
Oh, I don't know.
This is a random
It's-
t-shirt. Have you seen mine? It's nice though. I'm just crafting a little joint, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Crafting with Mickey.
Yeah. Crafting a little joint. Well, there's plenty of fucking weed, Minecraft weed mods, to be honest. There were Minecraft weed mods when I was a kid. But I don't think they're too popular anymore. Maybe you could texture one. You could make one. Because you were
Ecolite made one. He made like weed a joint. The weed plant.
That's really funny.
Like-
And what do you,
Like
okay, do you have to
he
dry
made, like,
them?
Wait, what?
Do you have to dry the weed in Minecraft?
Wait.
You know how weed is made, right? It's like a huge
Yeah.
tree, and people have UV lights, and then they grow them like real fast indoors, and then you cut them, and this usually takes like a day to cut weed plants, and then you dry them for a while. And I don't know why. I don't know if they're just not effective if they're wet, like if they're fresh, like what's different with the plant when it's dried versus when it's I don't really know.
Yeah, but like I mean, it's used for like medicine and for drugs.
Yeah, but it's a wild one. Where do you live right now? Can you say that? Just your
I live-
country, not like a city or whatever.
I live in France, so it's not legal here.
It's illegal in France, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird for you to see me smoking weed?
No.
But isn't it strange to you that it's legal here, or like more legal, and in your country it's just like completely? You're probably a criminal. I don't know what they do to weed users in France, but
I think they like trap person.
yeah, put them in jail. Yeah,
Like yeah.
yeah, probably. It's kind of a weird one to me always, because it's like, does that mean that I'm a criminal and I'm just broadcasting my criminal behavior to the world right now, and I'm just
Yeah.
chilling with my Minecraft resource back buddy? You know what I mean? Like, we're just pixel artists, and I just like to get high. But am I being a criminal by doing this? In some people's eyes, I bet I am. It's just weird to think about.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone that uses weed as medicine?
Yeah. Like some people like technically it's not legal, so
Sorry, what? What'd you say?
I said yeah. Well, technically it's not legal, so like
No, yeah.
I
but
mean it's legal when it's used as medicine.
But you know how you can have medical marijuana in like places, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, like,
do they not do that in France?
they do. Like, it's like small doses.
Do you smoke it? Do you know? Why don't you try it, man? Like, cause you got autism, right?
Like, I tried one time to smoke cigarettes and one time weed. And, like,
But cigarettes is not like
I
productive.
was like breathing like so hard. It was like awful.
Yeah, no, it totally is. Especially the first time when you've never smoked before. But the trick to smoking is like a weird one. Like, oh, kids, don't fucking do weed unless your parents are okay with it. But the trick is to, when you're inhaling, don't pussy out. Like, just keep like when you inhale, it's unnatural for your lungs, right? It's weird. Your lungs want to get the fucking shit out of there. What you gotta do is you gotta inhale, and when you feel resistance, just keep going with inhale, and then slowly exhale. Don't hesitate. You cannot like stop halfway through, because then you fuck yourself over.
I mean, don't do drugs at first, because, yeah.
What'd you say? What?
I said don't do drugs.
Yeah. Well, the problem is maybe we shouldn't be calling it drugs, right? If it's so effective. But maybe I am abusing it, you know? Or maybe I'm just like some kind of psycho fucking high functioning addict. Who
Yeah.
knows? I don't fucking know. If it's all just labels, then I'd rather see the fucking upsides to my life right now. Which is a lot. To be honest. It's good.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you doing right now? Or in life in general right now? You got a job?
Nah.
You
I
do?
need to find.
Yeah, you should find a job. What are you thinking of getting?
I want to be
No,
like my dream job is like to be an artist.
like Jappa.
Like a full time. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's tough, man. But I think it's possible.
Yeah, but I need to improve like so much.
Why? Aren't you like at the same level as Jappa?
Nah.
Nah, you don't think so?
Nah.
I was thinking about this the other day. How some artists use like crazy colors, like how Stitch only uses crazy colors, right? And your colors are so fucking good. It's like you have like a great way of making things look like just magical. You know what I mean?
I mean, like sometimes I use like basic color to like make the like it fit in the vanilla like environment, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like living like crazy colors because I'm like, okay, I don't want to just like stay in like one like straight ramp. So like I'm doing like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
really
You gotta
relaxed.
use U shading and stuff.
Yeah.
What's it called? Is it called U shading? U shifting.
Or, yeah, you shift.
Where would you like to work? Would you work at Mojang?
Nah.
I feel like Mojang is a big one, man, because I've heard like, and I think there was one of the Minecraft devs or like a person who is affiliated with Minecraft who said this, so it's a bit sketchy. But somebody said that Minecraft is a 100-year game, and I'm like, man, it might fucking be true, right? Because gaming is too new to even like assume that it couldn't be a 100-year game. Like, what if Minecraft is just around forever, right? For like generations upon generation. That's wild. It's a good game.
I mean, Minecraft is like for years because there's like people to mod it, people to do texture packs, people to do people like
Data
Jappa,
packs.
like look, I'm an artist. Let me join here. Let me do
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. It's a platform, man. Minecraft. I've
Like if the assets for Minecraft is like stay as the programmer I forever, like people might have like stopped playing it. I don't know. Maybe not. Like there's some people. There's like some people who like programmer art. I'm not the type of person. I prefer Java thing. Yeah.
It's good the way they did it, where they built in a resource pack with the programmer, right? It's a good way to do it, I think.
Yeah.
But no, for sure,
I mean,
I agree with you, man. Because like, I feel like definitely if Minecraft, like the fact that it looks better now, it's easier for people to start playing the game, right? It's just a a no-brainer. I feel like.
I mean, they should need to fix like science, chess,
What did you say? Oh, science chess.
sign chest and the might and the dragon.
Shivers.
Yeah, shulker boxes. Like random shit.
Yeah.
I was working on new Pama armor. Like, you know Pama, right? From Minecraft Story Mode.
Yeah.
I was working on new armor sets. And I thought it was like a profound thing. Like, I made like little, I'll put like a visual in the podcast at the end, like when I'm editing this for the final time. Does this work? Oh, it does. It's like really laggy though. Oh, weird. Why is it so laggy? I have no idea. Woo! Anyways, it's like a weird podcast. We got like a weird thing going on, like a bunch of fucking shit happening. But whatever. We also have like afterwards. Podcast is just finished. I'm just editing it right now. Gonna be sober for a couple of days because I'm gonna be working. So I got really fucking high, and I'm just editing it because that's when all the fucking creative ideas come in. And I just wanted to show off because we talked about it, right? Me and Vik. And I wanted to show off my Pama armor in my resource pack, right? It isn't updated yet to have this actually, but look at it. So this is like chainmail Pama armor, and I like to take more creative. How do you say it? Liberties when I make my chain armor, because chain armor is only used for visuals, right? Anyways, in the game. Yeah, so it's kind of weird. Look, it has like change on it. It's kind of weird, but what I like about it is when you have like a whatever, what sword would fit like I guess diamond. Maybe this is a bit of a weird one, but see, so it fits through the fucking ring, right? It's kind of a weird one, maybe. So yeah, but chain is wild, and it's only for visual purposes anyway. So when it's hanging like this, it looks kind of cool, right? It looks kind of dope. So for chain also that's where the Phantom is like much wilder, right? Iron, kind of normal, what you'd expect. Just have some wiring. This could be like a Dutch flag, but it wasn't supposed to be, but it kind of could be, right? Some wiring. Then the gold has diamond like little streaks, right? Oh, and obviously there's like the animation on the face, right? It's kind of epic. It's Pama. It's like an AI, right? It's like powered. Look, blinking. Speaking of blinking, diamond just has redstone trims, right? Diamond is constantly blinking. So if you're just wearing diamond armor, this is kind of epic, right? The boots, sorry, I'm so slow. I'm like way too high for my good. Look at this, and the item models are like 3D, and the armor itself isn't because it's not possible yet. But I thought I'd like try to help with the immersion by at least making the armor items already 3D, kind of create the world you want to be in or whatever. What the fuck did they say? Like be the change you want to see. That's what Iron Dude said to me, like in real life recently. Profound thing to say. Wasn't always true, of course. Look at this. Cool, right? And then you wear it. And then, wait, am I already wearing it? Oh, yeah, look at this. Nice, huh? And then you got the fucking... Well, I got the cape, obviously. But then you got the little trim over there, right? And it's redstone. That's kind of cool, right? You could also mix and match. That's the point of these renamable armor. Because these are all renamable, like, if you're not familiar. Sorry, this podcast is so long. If you're not familiar, this is Minecraft, right? And what I've done is, if you rename, like, a diamond armor piece, for example, to royal boots, royal leggings, royal chest, like they're name dependent, right? So all these textures are available through name. So the Pama set I added, you just rename diamond leggings, like any old fucking diamond leggings, like these ones, right? Whatever. You rename it to Pama leggings, and suddenly you got this going on. And you can also mix and match them, which is when it gets really fun. Like for example, you could do like, actually, my favorite one is actually netherite. To mix and match, especially because first of all, netherite has all these story mode armor sets, right? Petra probably being the best one. And look here again, the item models. It's kind of silly maybe, but kind of wanted to keep it because it like helps with the immersion. Okay, this armor looks more legendary, right? Just because the item model is more intricate. I know it's such a weird one, but it's not possible yet to do 3D models on armor itself. So I just kind of like to hope that this creates enough immersion. The fact that the item model is like this, that you don't really, that it's, you know what I mean? And obviously I kind of ruined it by telling it, but this is my podcast, so this is where you get the inside scoop, right? That's the whole point of this. So yeah, that's dope. And all of these have like, you know, little extra layers, right? It's kind of silly, but oh man, I love that look. It looks so cool, man. Just look at the inside of his chest. Just look inside of his chest. Does this look dope? Wouldn't you wish all these armor sets were in Minecraft? It is with my research pack. Relatively improved default. There you go. You can get it. It's like a huge ad for me myself. Look at this. The details. And man, I fucking wild. Anyways, netherite. Talking about my Pama armor, right? And netherite's the best one to combine with. Because for example, what if you wanted to be? I was doing this the other day, and it's so fun, like because this chestplate is really epic. How it has the core like that, and then it has like the gold wiring in the back. This is just like a cool fucking set to wear, right? And I got the cape, which kind of ruins it in this case because the trims are so cool. For first time, armor textures are like so cool that the cape is like, you know, getting in the way. First time ever. With my research pack, it's all possible. You can play with your friends, you know, play together, mix and match. Like, look, you could look like this. Hold up, I got an idea, right? And then I want these because it's also gold. Yeah, I tried to trim netherite consistently with gold, so you could do this mix and matching stuff. Not really that relevant for the other ones, but netherite's also built with gold, right? That's the whole point. Look how cool I look right now. Isn't that the fucking best? And then you just have a netherite sword like this, or like a golden sword even if you want to be fancy. Kind of silly. I shouldn't do that, but like netherite. Look at this. Wowzers! Is that cool? And then you got the core flashing like this. Man, and you can mix and match every fucking thing you fucking want. Okay, hold up. This is another fun one, right? Man, I'm just getting way too much into it. You know Magneto? Fucking look at this helmet, right? And it kind of sucks because it doesn't show properly on armor stands or on the player model for me myself, but I swear on multiplayer it looks good. So you could play with this, theoretically. Man, I'm not even gonna fucking show it. It's too much. But anyway, it's fucking relative to default, best fucking respec in the fucking world. Shebang, shebang, shabong. Wowzers! Am I getting big? I don't really know. I got a muscle ache though. I'm like fucking worked out like crazy yesterday. Okay, do I get tits yet? Not really. Alright. See you around. Enjoy the rest of the podcast. I've already spent so many fucking hours editing. That's why it was so important to me that you came on the podcast, because I already put in so much effort for this episode, which is maybe silly in hindsight. But I made new Palma armor sets and they have like this computer screen. Did you see it? I maybe posted it in the Cool Kids Club. Not the Ku Klux Klan. Who are they? Wow, nice.
I mean, the Ku Klux Klan was like old shit.
It was like old shit.
I think they still like conspiracy or some shit about it, but yeah, it's like part of the history. Like, I mean, when I say part of this, it's like bad thing happen. Like, it's always bad things and good things in the world. Like,
yeah, it's a balance maybe of life. I don't really know, man. The Ku Klux Klan was pretty fucking bad, but I don't know. The weird part is that they're still around, right?
yeah. I think the most conspiracy thing is like Illuminati's, like Illuminati group.
What is this theory about? Like, what is that even about, Illuminati? Because that always, it was never more than a meme to me, for some reason. Like,
It's
I never
like-
assumed it was real or whatever.
Like a group of people, like
Run the world.
yeah, they want to like change the way the world is. It was done by some people from the US at first, and then it was everywhere. No, wait.
It's also in Marvel Comics. It's funny. It's Iron Man and like Reed Richards, I'm pretty sure. I don't really know. Reed?
Yeah.
Reed? That might be real, man.
There's Skull and Bones too. There's Cicada 300 and 3,000. 301. It's like a group of people who like did things to like get people in their like areas. It's like they made a long thing, like, and then you have to like solve it, like keys, Caesar alphabet.
Wait,
Links.
what did you say?
I say Caesar alphabet.
Caesar alphabet?
Yeah.
Like Julius Caesar?
I mean, like, it's a thing. Like, you need to like switch the letters to get the real thing.
Oh, I would have to call it
Like-
the Caesar alphabet, like how in Harry Potter 2, Voldemort switches out his name. Like what's his name? Whatever the fuck, that scene where he what's that called? Like a puzzle where you switch the letters.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
An alphabet fucking.
Like,
what did you
just
say?
like for example, it's the Caesar. If
Caesar
the Caesar,
alphabet.
yeah, if the Caesar key is like 3, you need to move 3. Like A becomes
Yeah, C.
3,
Or D, I
C
guess.
becomes A.
Yeah, I
It's just-
understand.
Yeah.
So what was the context of this? I'm glad we.
It was like to get people in their like ranks, in their thing, to be like,
And this is how they communicated.
yeah. I was like doing a list, no doing any doing like things, and you have to solve them, and then when you solve them, you get more and more, and like you get
more information.
yeah.
From the
Like-
from who? From the Ku Klux Klan
No.
or the Illuminati?
No,
Jesus Christ.
from Cicada, it was like
From
a group
Cicada?
of people. Yeah,
What's the names? Do I say it right? Cicada?
yeah, it's Cicada 3,301.
Am I gonna get in trouble for saying that? I don't like anything that's like real danger. I don't like any groups. I don't like any teams.
It wasn't danger. It was like
I don't want to say any
Really?
trigger words that triggers the algorithm to come and find me or whatever.
it was like really intelligent people. Like you need to solve
Friends of yours?
No,
Oh,
it was like the first one was 2012, 2014, 2016, and then it's gone.
is it the same thing as? So what did they do? What did these people do? This group?
They
I don't even understand how we got here. I don't understand how we started talking about this, but we did somehow.
they,
Just go with
they
the flow.
want they want to change the world in a way. Like
They're revolutionaries.
yeah,
And
same
what
for
do they-
Illuminati.
What do they
And
want
it's
to do?
got-
Have you seen the Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus?
I don't know Disney Plus. Fuck Disney Plus.
Why, man? You hipster ass. Why fuck Disney Plus? Because you're a Netflix boy? Or sorry,
No,
I should say boy.
I don't use Netflix. I don't use OCS. I don't use Disney Plus. Fuck this.
You don't like the big brands, the big companies,
No, I mean like, it just no.
the media of it. What don't you like about it? You must have a reason. Like there must be a very intimate reason to why you don't like Disney Plus. It's great, man. There's so much like good shit on there. Like the entire MCU. I guess if you're not into the MCU, well, there's so much on there though. You know how they recently bought like a new network, like Star, and now they own Family Guy, they own Scrubs, they own so many fucking shows all of a sudden. Like they almost own everything. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre fucking monopoly that they played, and all that for like fucking $6 a month. What is it, 10? I don't really know. It's a good deal, man. So how Vik, let's get to. Do you want to talk about your sexuality? Because you transitioned into like a they/them, right? Because before when I knew you, I don't even know if you're known by Vik anymore. I know you're known as 19PixelsPlaced, but I still call you Vik.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're okay with it. If not, let me know. Obviously.
Like, I should have the name because there's like no gender behind. So like, I play Pixels, and each year that my age increase, I will change my name.
But do you? I
my
was thinking
name.
about that. Yeah, exactly. But so does that mean that the next podcast we make, I have to call it like, MJ Trips with 20 Pixels Placed.
I mean, when I became 20, yeah, I will change my name to 20PixelsPlaced.
Just keep going forever, like incrementally.
Yeah.
That's good. It's gonna be difficult with copyright if you want to become a brand later on, but I kind of like it. I hope you commit to that. You've said it on the podcast now, so I hope you commit to it. But that's not a. I wanted to ask if you want to talk about your gender, right? Because the they/them. I'm always so sorry to circle it back to them. Well, not sorry, but I wanted to circle it back, right? Because it's always such a like, it's such a wild concept to me, and it's interesting to get a perspective that's so different from because it's completely like opposite of my perspective. Like I have completely, I feel like for me, my especially like the last few months, I've completely like fallen into my role as like a masculine guy. You know what I mean? Like I started working out, I started like treating things with more confidence, and I feel fucking great for it. I'm more productive. Like it's great for my self-esteem. I'm like I got an ego now that I can control. You know what I mean? It's like really good. So it's identifying as a they/them seems so alien to me, and maybe it's a weird question to drop on your ass. But maybe if you have any thoughts, like I'm sure it will be interesting content as well, right?
I mean,
Interesting perspective.
I stopped considering myself as a boy because like I don't want to be like stuck in a case. Like
Yeah.
I want to explore things.
Yeah, you want there to be no rules.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's like there is like stereotype. A man needs to dress like this. A woman needs to dress like this.
There's rules, yeah, I understand.
And I don't want to like stay in the rules. Like if I want to like wear random shit, like I can. Like my parents don't know about it
Oh.
because I don't want to tell them.
Why don't you tell?
Like-
Why don't you just tell your parents? Like, why? I never understand why people with odd sexualities don't just tell their parents. Like, shouldn't you? You know, work on that relationship? Like, even if that takes pain and is scary, I feel like that would be such a healthy thing, right? Sorry, I completely cut you off.
Yeah, but I don't know what my like parents gonna say about it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the worst case scenario they don't get it, right? If they're like boomers, I don't know what your parents are like.
Yeah.
Listen, in that regard, I'm kind of lucky to be straight. I guess I never have to go through that like process of like my parents not accepting me. I had like a huge hit of that though when I had the vasectomy because my parents were so mad at me for that.
Yeah.
They didn't. My mom felt like she failed as a mother. Like she told me this, and I was like, "Whoa, Jesus Christ, that's so fucking wild." So what are your
Yeah.
parents like? Are they like very strict, maybe?
I don't know. Like they might like each time, like mom, like for example, my mom said like, "You need a girlfriend." I'm like, "No, I just need
You
a
don't need
gender
shit.
friend."
Yeah.
No, like I'm like not just a girlfriend. I want to experience both stuff. Like life is only one take. There's not two takes on life. So I want to like experience it.
Yeah, no,
It's
that
like-
sounds like the perfect fucking way to go. Like, I believe in that. Like, Uncle, do you know Avatar? Like the Last Airbender? That shows the shit.
I mean, I'm still waiting for Avatar 2 to come out.
Avatar. No, I don't mean to. I don't mean the blue creatures. You know, like it's
Oh.
like it's like the Western anime, right? Is what people call it. It has like with the Aang and the Zuko, right? And the fire bending and the water bending and like the you know that sort of stuff. You know,
Oh.
familiar?
I mean, the anime, yeah, with the guy is like bald and got an arrow on his head.
Yeah. No, they're not born. That's a tattoo. It's a tattoo. It's like a nomads. They're air nomads.
Yeah, I know, but like, it's funny, like, you get an arrow, it's like, airplane, road. Like, when you can, like, park your plane on it.
Yeah. It is a bit of a weird one. The arrow is a bit of a weird one, yeah. But they made this this movie, and I hate the movie, but the tattoos they did were kind of cool. Maybe I don't really know if that's true. But anyways, it got way fucking off track. But there's this old wise guy in that show, and he's called Uncle Iroh, and he says something really profound, and I've taken it to heart. He says like, if you wanna like, I gotta fucking paraphrase because I don't know what he says. If you wanna like enjoy life and get wisdom, like true wisdom is only real if it's taken from multiple sources. You gotta take it from all the nations. And what he's saying is that if you know, there's variety, is spice of life, right? So it's like it's kind of weird, maybe, but if you're a Dace's Lemon, you can just explore everything. It's kind of freedom in a weird way, right?
I mean, life was supposed to be free, and then people put rules. I mean, society is like weird. It's like some people have rules,
It's just rules, right? People follow it.
some stuff have rules, some stuff doesn't have rules, and then there's like sexuality is like you are like when you are a kid, you are a boy, you need to love a girl, and then if people
no, I
are not
understand,
in the same right track, people are like, oh no, this kid is weird. It's like they like in the USA, in France, as concentration camp for like gay people, lesbian people,
Yeah, that's wild.
And, like,
yeah.
and like
Wait, where do they do
France?
this?
in France it's allowed. In the
Wait,
US,
what?
it's not. like it's basically like the kids are taken from their parents, and then they're like,
If they're what? If they're gay?
if they're gay or lesbian, like
In
they just
France, bro? That's in Europe. That's like right next to me.
like
I've been to France. It's wild.
like it's Catholic thing.
Must be.
Like there's
So
like
what did I do? Did somebody put you through this?
no, but like I read like a story on Google, like they yell at you for like being gay, or you're gonna die from AIDS, because like
Yeah, but they believe that the devil did that, right? AIDS.
I don't know, like, and the
I'm
story I
imagining.
read, story at the end, the kids get raped by people who with
Ugh.
AIDS, they're gonna die.
Oh wow!
'Cause AIDS,
Jesus Christ!
AIDS isn't treatable.
No, it
it's
is
not.
now, but it wasn't then, I guess.
Yeah, like the people said, like you're gay, you're gonna die from AIDS. Nothing
Yeah.
can save you.
That was tough
Like,
though.
you're-
That must have been tough. That like, if you were gay, you were more likely to just die just by living
I
your
mean-
life. That's wild.
And in wait, what's the term in English? Let me find it.
It was like the 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't really know, to be honest. I just know this from stories. I don't know how you know this. Stories too, I imagine.
Like in Chechnya, it's like gay people, lesbian people are like burned to death. They found, or they used to be burned to death.
Yeah, no, I understand. But like even like 5 years ago, and that's relatively recent, right? Because everything you're talking about right now is pretty long time ago. But I remember a story like 5 years ago, or like relatively recent, anyways. There was like a gay couple in Amsterdam that was just beat up just for holding hands. It's like, whoa, how does that
I mean-
happen? How, like,
I mean,
who's
before-
doing this? What's in your mind? What's like what?
Before
who'd you?
2011, I think, or 2013, the gay marriage was not a thing.
Yeah, I remember pictures on Twitter of like the White House with rainbows, and that was so recent. Yeah, that's so wild, right? It's wild because it's been such a positive transition, like in general. Like nobody's
I mean,
been hurt
there's-
since this. Like,
there's
I guess me
I-
sometimes my ego gets hurt, but
humans are gay, animal can be gay.
animals can be gay,
Like-
bro. Can't I heard a story of like I forgot what this was, but it was like a cow that was trans. I don't know if it's true though. A lot of those stories are like clickbait, maybe.
Like,
I'm such a dumbass. Like, hey, that must be true. Sorry, go on. Yeah, they can be
Like-
gay. Humans can be gay. Plants,
Like-
can, well, plants probably don't ever generate.
I mean, everything can be gay in life, so why does you need a law to get married
Oh.
if you're gay? Like, why?
So
Why
I guess
this thing? Like, why this thing wasn't the thing since the beginning of the humanity? Like, why you have
it is
you-
religion, man. I think it's religion.
like you obviously wait like until 2011 to get gay marriage allowed in the world. I mean, some things don't allow gay marriage. Maybe North Korea, maybe Chechnya, maybe Russia, actually like this.
Yeah, Russia is a weird one because Russia is so big and it's so close to us, right? It's such a weird one. How they're
Yeah,
still,
but
like,
it's not in
But
Europe.
why?
It's
Like how? What's
It's not-
how? Like how does this happen? How is this? How people
why
think?
did you see prison or jail in Russia? It's awful.
No, listen. I gotta tell you, I understand why you have so much anxiety because you were telling me. I'm just gonna dive into it because you were telling me before we started recording that you had a lot of anxiety towards certain stuff, right? But I gotta tell you, I don't know anything about these prisons, and maybe that's a white privilege, but man, like I feel so much better when I don't immerse myself in this stuff, and I feel like your anxiety might even decrease if you didn't look into this stuff. Because don't you? Is that why you maybe feel threatened to go outside because you're like, you know, non like what would you call that? Like non, you know, well, non hetero. You know what I mean? Is that where your anxiety comes from? Maybe.
No, it's like deeper and like a lot deeper from
The tissues.
from this.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's a meme. You got a nice color scheme though going on. Everything you own is like blue and white.
Yeah. Like,
Is that OCD or coincidence? Yeah, I've
what?
seen it. And your labello as well. Like you got a little lip balm.
What?
Is it OCD or is it just coincidence?
I think just coincidence.
It's weird though, right?
Like white and blue.
I know, yeah, I've been noticing. You got any other colors? Do you have a red in there? Do you have any red colors in your room?
Yeah. I guess
Oh,
tips.
right, okay, we did it. Nice. Okay, we broke the illusion. The Matrix is back. Or like the what's it called? Hey, nice. Oh,
Yeah.
weird. Thanks for the visual. Nice. Funky Town. Sorry. I asked you about your anxiety going outside. If you want to talk about it, I just gently push you into it, like invite you into it. It's a safe
Like,
place. It's end day
I'm
trips.
scared. I'm scared of people. Like that's why. Yeah. Like it's been maybe 2 weeks since I didn't leave my house. Like I just go outside to like put trash and shit. But that's it.
You live alone, no? If you are scared of people, you live with your mom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what stops you from facing your fear, though? Like, why? I understand you were scared. Like, I have this too. Listen, man. Like, I have a bunch of issues, right? Like, I act like I'm this like a crazy fucking confident tough guy, but I have a shit ton of issues, and there's a lot of stuff that scares me. Like, putting out the trash is for me something. Sometimes I'm like I'll put it off just because I don't want to like run into people. So when you said this to me, I get that it was maybe scary to talk about it with me, but I really get it. But the solution is just to face it, right? You build confidence by facing your fear. So I wanted to ask you, like, maybe through conversation we could help you unlock some neural pathways or whatever the fuck. However that works.
It's been like years. Like since I'm like 6, I got those. Plus, I've seen like so many.
You got what? You got doged?
No, I got those. Like there was anxiety problem.
Ah, yeah.
And I've seen like psychiatric people, psychiatric doctors since I'm like 6. So it's not like a new thing.
No, I understand, but that's right.
Like I try so many different paths. Like I've seen like maybe 8 or 10 psychiatric people. So
No, but that doesn't have to become your personality. Like you're I feel like you're kind of letting your anxiety become your personality. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of conquer it a bit. You gotta kind of face it. What's something right now that scares you? Like, because you're like fiddling around, and I do that too. Like, we're both fiddling around. But what's something that scares you that you could face? You know what I mean? Like for me, it's peeing. I have like a peeing. Like I got like pee issues, but sometimes it's nice to just. Even when people are nearby, I can't pee.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I'm scared of people because when I see them and when they see me, I'm like, okay, why they look at me? What I've done? What happened?
I don't think you've done anything though. But you gotta kind of tell yourself that, right? You gotta tell yourself in your mind in that moment. You gotta go, no, I didn't do anything. I'm allowed to be here, right?
Yeah.
You could do that next time if you go out to a store or whatever. Like, that's real shit. That's like have you ever gone to like a party to like like when there's like lights and people dancing and whatever, like to a club, right? Nightclub.
No, never.
I hate those, man.
I never like wanted this.
Nah, I wanted to be the guy who did it, but I never. It was. I don't think it's my thing. But what I did learn from it is when all that fucking chaos is going on, and I'm like overstimulated because I have autism, right? And I'm kind of like guessing you got it, maybe, which is a rude thing to say, but I'm just like trying to relate. But if what helps for me is just like existing in the moment, just like just take back the power. Like you're allowed to be there. You know what I mean? I don't really know if this helps. Does the through conversation, healing through conversation, maybe. Have you tried hypnosis? I got a bunch of good hypnosis.
Yeah, I've tried.
You have?
Tried.
What have you tried?
Many times, and it didn't
What do you try?
fail.
You have a podcast?
What do you mean?
You have a podcast?
Like I tried hypnosis before.
How do you try it? I listen to a podcast. It's like I just put in my earbuds and I just listen to a podcast. It's like a guy talking.
No,
Talking
I'm
about
like
sleep, basically.
go into hypnosis person, and then like I do witchcraft, and then shit, and then boom. Why I got so many voice crack? What the fuck?
Why are you sad? Why are you depressed? Is this what's happening?
Yeah,
Why?
like I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I get that.
Correct.
Isn't it a waste
Yeah.
of your time?
I don't know anymore. Like, so like sometimes I don't even like remember what day we are if I don't like look at my phone on my PC.
But are you not lazy?
What
Because
do you
like,
mean?
well, remember how yesterday we were supposed to record yesterday, like technically, and it's all fine because this is a great like it's like whatever you have issues, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But yesterday we were supposed to record at whatever, we didn't have the fucking time. But I told you Monday we were gonna record yesterday, and then you didn't do it because you were busy doing other stuff. But I'm just thinking the other stuff you were doing was art, and that's fine. But I'm saying if you make a commitment with somebody, it isn't laziness what's stopping you from coming through, zeg maar. Wouldn't you be able to?
No, I think it's not like laziness. Like I want to just like care to talk to people, and then
I know, but you gotta kind of take control over your mind, right? You gotta kind of like
Yeah.
show your mind who's boss, because your feelings, your anxiety, your is like running. Well, I don't want to put anything on you. That's like super rude, but like it sounds like it's running your life, like a large part of your life, right? Have you ever tried meditation?
yeah,
Do you know what it is, meditation?
yeah.
Explain.
I mean, I tried a lot of stuff.
Do you know what it's
like-
supposed to do?
Yeah, it's supposed to like keep your mind in a way and like relax yourself. And then, like empty your mind, do shit. Like just thinking about the time spending right now, not thinking about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just being in the moment. You mean, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a big one. That's why I got the tattoo, right? It says I am. That used to be my mantra, which is a weird one. But yeah, you're trying to train your brain that or teach yourself, I guess, when you meditate, that your thoughts are just like they're just thoughts, right, coming in, and they hurt, but you gotta kind of like fucking meditate through them, or kind of realize what they are, kind of like be the observer of your thoughts instead of being, the person receiving all these thoughts and then acting instantly on those thoughts. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
There's I believe, because as somebody who's been like so depressed before, and I've known you for a while, right, and I know that you struggled with a bunch of shit, I gotta tell you, like, there's keys to life. You gotta try to meditate, my friend. Maybe
Yeah.
weed would be a good one, but you can do it in France. Man, if you come to the fucking Netherlands, like, I'll get you hooked. I'll hook you up. We'll do a real life podcast, like 20 pixels placed.
I mean, I kind of want to see like what Netherlands looks like, except tulips. Like
don't
I know,
don't wanna see
I know,
tulips?
I know Netherlands got like a lot of tulips, like
Yeah, man.
fields.
Yeah, man. I don't
Yeah,
even
like-
know why. It's like our thing.
Like talking about tulips, like Jappa did something wrong about tulips colors. Because like the stem is supposed to be dark blue, and like this Jappa did like really vibrant.
He did, yeah. But that was with the program art as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably why I did it. I wish it was just like a grayscale thing, so it could be the same color as grass, and then maybe
I
just
mean,
make it
yeah.
a few shades lighter, like
I
brighter.
thought about it, but like I kind of want
do
to
it.
make a mod to fit this. Like make a mod to like grayscale, not only leaves but like flower stem.
Yeah,
Uh,
bushes.
yeah,
Fine.
I
Fines
saw-
already. Fines, maybe.
moss.
Oh yeah, moss. Yeah.
Mossy bricks. Like
Mossy bricks
everything
would be
feels
dope.
like Yeah, like someone made a research bug I've seen on Planet Minecraft. Like they changed the moss color in the biome. Oh yeah.
I would like it if you could add like a. You can't do this to mushrooms, but I'd like to add like bits of grass at the bottom of mushrooms or whatever. And then, but you can't do it because you can't do grayscale on mushrooms. There's still many limitations on Minecraft.
I mean, mushrooms aren't supposed to be outside. They're supposed to be underground, so they can grow. They don't need
Yeah.
light.
I know, but it would just be nice to have visuals of like grass sticking out.
About mycelium,
Seeing off
like,
the ground. No, I'm not.
I don't understand why Mojang did mycelium purple. Why mycelium is supposed to be white?
Well, it's just quirky, right? It's just like a game. Fun. It's fun. I don't know. I like it. It's like how I made snowy leaves in snowy biomes. I made them blue, right?
Yeah.
It's similar thing.
I mean, you should add the snow pop on it. Like-
Like when there's a layer on it.
Like there's an overlay of snow on the side when it's snow on top.
How do you do that? I thought you couldn't do it for whatever reason.
I think Jamsy Boy did it, so like you can just like
No, but he
look at
just
what-
made. I think he just made the snow layer like, and it gave it like an extra model or like an extra few elements. I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you are using Cubic Studio, so you can't do inverted cubes. Like you can't fix Minecraft models.
Why does
Like-
Cubic? I don't use Cubic anymore. I use Blockbench, man. Fuck it. Fuck Cubic. Like fuck Cubic. Like to be
Yeah.
honest, like.
Like I did a model for a mod, like it was using the Cauldron model, and like my Cauldron model is like using 4 elements. The vanilla one is using 14 elements. It's like I like decreased a lot.
Yeah, I saw that. I'll
Like,
put it
say-
in the screen. I'll edit it in. It's
Like
dope.
same for the Opera, like the Opera one, it's like using way too many elements. Like I know you fix the Opera bottom because the Opera side is reusing from the Opera bottom. Like I don't know why Mojang never fixed this.
Me just eating.
Like you use
But the hopper UV is so broken, right?
yeah, the boat. Did you see the boat issues are posted on
I
YouTube?
know. I've known about this for ages. Because I modeled boat items for like specs when modeling first came out. I was like the first guy to do that, and now I still do it.
I mean,
So, yeah.
I don't know why the boat model is round when Minecraft is a square game.
Yeah, the one you sent me a version that was like completely square. It was much better. It was very good.
Yeah. Like someone
Who
made
made that?
like the a guy on Planet Minecraft is like he used the all boat model square like without ores and then added ores on it and then added a new texture and then it's better. Like
It
it's
is.
more logic thing. Like why the boat is round?
I don't know.
Doesn't make same for this. Like I've told you like I said to some people the barrel in Minecraft. Why the lid?
Yeah,
Why
I know.
the lid square? I fixed it in my pack. It's like a square now. I
Have you seen mine? Mine is like the best one you're ever gonna see, man.
think you made it for the model.
Yeah, I got like the lid pops off and it's like how I have depth, right? Fade to black depth. It's such a good way to do it.
Yeah. I think you should you should change the black to bluish so it to make more
No,
sense.
because I understand, but if you do bluish, it's gonna have ambient occlusion. The whole point is if that's where you need black. You need the darker shade because otherwise it's gonna have shading, and you can't have that because then you don't have the fade effect. Because the fade effect kind of looks 2D, and that's why it's good because it's simple, right? It's like it fades into a color that doesn't exist, so it doesn't actually use. It stops as it fades. It stops using the 3D space or whatever. It's kind of a weird one, but I like it a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
We've been going for
Color.
a while. We were doing great. It was a good, good podcast. Do you feel therapized? Do you feel like I had some good nuggets of wisdom maybe for you that help? I always like to think that I do. It's good for my ego. Helps me sleep at night. You know what I mean?
all of the Minecraft doesn't make sense. Like, there's a lot of weird shit. Like, did you know Jappa didn't make fish? He didn't make axolotl. Like the other guy, the 3D artists made them.
Yeah, I don't like how fish have the weird face.
Like, yeah, I think it's called Chi, or
But it's
yeah.
not. I don't mind it that somebody else made it. Like I like it when the game is a collaborative effort with as many people contributing, right? So I don't necessarily mind it.
I mean, the problem with Chi is like it's using a lot of colors, like a lot compared to Jappa.
You have
Like
you're gonna color Chi. Who's Chi?
the blue
I didn't know about Chi
axolotl,
until you told me about Chi.
the blue axolotl is like so many colors compared to
It's-
others.
But it's the same with parrots, right?
I mean, parrots like were made for program art and never change. Same for silverfish or andamite. Same for dragon.
Yeah. Have you seen Chalk's Dragon? It's dope, right?
I mean,
Suddenly this turned into a fucking research pack fucking podcast again.
the problem with the dragon is the model. They reuse the neck to make the tail.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But Ewan made a version without where it's like he and Tox did it, or like I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
They made a dragon together, and the tail bits are separate from the neck. This is horrible content, Vic. We shouldn't talk about this. Nobody gets this. This is way too meta and like Minecraft resource pack related. Do you understand how small of an audience this is? Minecraft resource pack makers. It's such a weird specific group of people, and I love it. They're my people. But like, that's not like nobody's gonna give a fuck. Everyone's tuning out.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I got some questions for you though. You done talking about anxiety and stuff? I thought it was quite maybe healthy to have a conversation like that recorded, like have it be historic. Any more thoughts on anxiety, or you want to move on?
No, move on.
Okay. I wanted to explain legacy to you. Do you know how?
Minecraft Legacy.
What? Oh, Legacy
Minecraft.
Edition.
Yeah.
No. Hear me out. You know how the pharaohs, they built pyramids, right? Because they were scared of the second death, right? They were scared to. You know how when you die, but then there's still stories about you, right? There's something you leave behind, like your kids as well. It's part of your legacy, right? You know, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like humans have this weird obsession with legacy, right? That's why the pharaohs built the pyramids, because they were scared of the second death, right? Or I think that's what they called it. When you were forgotten, basically. They have this Mexican. I think it's Mexican. I don't really know Spanish. Maybe I don't really know, to be honest. I'm like ignorant. But there's like this celebratory day. It's like this maybe like a religious thing. I don't really know. It's called Dia de los Muertos, like the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
You know of it? Like Coco.
Yeah, it's it's in Mexico, like
Yeah, with the
South-
skulls, right? Or the
South-
candy
South-
skulls.
yeah, South America.
Yeah, is it so? Mexico, South America, is that the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like pretty girls. It's awesome. It's dope. But anyways, I like it thematically. Anyways, I don't really understand what it means. Well, I mean, I do, to the point where I can explain this to you. Legacy, right? Is something that fucking a lot of people care about. And I was wondering, I kind of see my YouTube channel that way. Like, this is what I'm gonna do this for the rest of my fucking life, right? And however big I get, however much of a responsive audience I create, that's it for me. That's my path, zeg maar, right? I got very, very little rules, just a direct, like a dot on the horizon, you know what I mean? And I was wondering, do you have like a legacy? Like, what are your thoughts on legacy when it comes to your own art? Like, what do you hope it becomes? You know what I mean? Especially since NFTs are now like a big thing.
Yeah.
Where would you like to take it? Well, I guess you would like to be an artist for a video game company, right? You already answered that, I guess.
Yeah.
Any specific video game? Minecraft? That could be kind of cool to have some Minecraft, to have some of your textures in Minecraft.
I mean, I'm not like at Jappa 5 level like of textures, because like 5 in time of shading is like doing hue shift all the time, like nearly at 99% of the time. compared to like, I mean, Jappa is like a lot of, it's like really, really restricted. Like you need to fit in the Minecraft idea, in the Minecraft color spectrum.
Yeah, that sucks because sometimes he can do crazy colors because it has to fit Minecraft.
I mean, the only thing he did
Keep going. I'll be fine.
in crazy colors is like Blackstone, I think.
Yeah, Blackstone was a good one with crazy colors.
It's like
I don't
blue.
really know which other ones.
Copper is restricted. Diamond tools are restricted.
All the tools are restricted because they're too iconic. Same for the diamond item, right? I don't think he changed the shape of it. Technically, let's not talk about resource packs again. That wasn't working before. Remember?
He changed the diamond shape
He did,
to
right?
be
Yeah. Kind of.
the polish. Like one of the side was not the same. And the total egg shape is the same as the diamond. If you look at total egg shape and the diamond one is the same.
Weird. But yeah, no, cool that he did that. It was also cool that he, in my opinion, I forgot what I was going to say. I wasn't interested in Minecraft anymore though. I was going to stop talking about retrospect. Listen to this. I have more notes. I have a lot of notes. We gotta go through the notes and then we're done. Okay. Thank you for staying with me for this long. This one's from Olive. Do you know Olive?
Yeah.
This is how much inspiration and feedback do you take from other people, and how much is self-evaluation? And I think this is a very difficult question. It's like one that I gotta unpack because I have no idea what this means. Olive says, "How much inspiration and feedback do you take from other people, and how much is self-evaluation?" What does that mean?
Like, I take a lot of feedback, except if at one point the piece I'm doing is like losing the way.
The what?
I take a lot of feedback, right?
Sure, I understand. I always give you feedback.
If the texture I'm doing lose the feel I wanted to give it, then I'm stopping looking for feedback. And I'm like, okay, I need to keep the right track. I need to keep the way I want. I think about it. The palette.
Yeah, you gotta go with your gut, right? I guess, but
Yeah.
you gotta take artistic liberty. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah. I'm like, some people are like, it's too much you shifted. No, it's the way I wanted to use it. So
It's almost like your signature. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
It's good, man. I'm into it. Okay, well, it's a good answer. I think I forgot. The question never registered, but what you just said did register. So I'll take that as a good answer. Success. Puppy says, "I am at a bit of a loss for," because I just asked a bunch of people, right, for questions. Yeah. I am at a bit of a loss for what questions to ask Vik, as my previous experience with them has been rather mixed.
Yeah.
But not bad, is what was added. I thought that was very nice. And then they said, "I don't know, man. How you been? What you been up to? How you been?" I don't even think I asked you. Well, I did, but we called before we went live. So I asked you be off air. So how you been?
Yeah.
Official answer for Puppy.
I'm doing like art every day, nearly every day. Like when I can do art, I'm doing art.
Nice. That's a good energy. I feel like this is better energy than what you had to start the podcast, because you were all like whiny. Like it's good to be positive. You gotta speak positivity. It's powerful. You're good. You're doing great. I'm proud of you, buddy. Okay, so that's a great answer, I think.
Yeah.
This one is a weird one, but I think this guy is joking, because I don't know. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. This one's by Jan.de, and it's what's your opinion on Austria's chancellor in regards to the ongoing corruption investigation? You know what it means?
Yeah, but
this didn't register with me. I have no idea. Austria.
I didn't care about politics. Oh yeah.
What?
I said I don't care about politics.
But do you even know about it?
No.
Okay, I mean neither. Yeah, exactly. right? I don't fucking know, but this guy asks, right? Maybe I'm thinking it's a meme or whatever. Then I have more. Look, I made like a little drawing. You like this?
Yeah.
You've seen this?
Yeah. You send it in Discord.
Yeah. I did. We got more questions. Jovek asks, you know Jovek, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about dad jokes? Right.
There's one point of that jokes is not funny, but if it's well executed, then it can be funny. But that's
Okay.
not the case at all.
Okay, nice, because they included an example, and the example is this is a joke, right? Two men walk into a metal bar. The third one ducks. Huh? That jokes? No zinger? No, I don't even know what it means. Like a lot of these answers, I'm so not connected to what it means, but maybe I'm just like butchering it.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Two men walk into a metal bar. The third one ducks. So we don't like dad jokes, I guess.
No.
No, not fans of dad jokes. And then there was another guy, and their name was his name was Smartest Man Ever. And he says, why? Question mark? That's a question for
Why?
you.
Why?
I don't know, man.
That's
No idea.
why.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Then
Do
you
you
just
know
say
them?
why.
Do you know the Smartest Man Ever? Do you know them? No, you don't know them? Me neither. I think these people are just like fucking. But I just ask in Scal's Discord, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know you. Maybe they're just fucking. Then Yan.de again. This one's really funny. Because I sent the coronavirus song that we made, right? And you wrote the lyrics, right?
Yeah.
But the English is so funny because it's so bad. Because this was in your private notes. Remember this? You had a channel in the Artist Refuge where you kept your notes, like your lyrics, and that's you. But it was just supposed to be private. But because we were moderators, we had access, so I could read it, and it was just preposterous. Like it was so fucking funny. But because it was so honest and so edgy, so I turned it into a song, right? And that's the whole. And I included it in this podcast, so it's kind of fun to have this be like this whole like congealed mess. And so Yan.de asks, what did you think when you rhymed bitch stay 1 meter around me with I'm gonna explode like a fungi.
Bitch, stay 1 meter around me. Gonna explode like a fungi. Bitch,
I don't know.
You wrote
Like-
that. That's so funny.
Like, I don't even like
You-
think all rhymes at the time. I was like, okay, let me do random shit.
I gotta be honest, I don't think that's a bad rhyme at all. Like, if you're talking in rhymes, bitch stay 1 meter around me, I'm gonna explode like a fungi. I don't know, maybe it's because I said it, but that's kind of fire. Maybe, in a weird way. Maybe I'm really high. Man, what a fun... This might be the best podcast I've ever done, to be honest. Do you want to show your face? Or is that, like, too much to ask?
No, it's too much.
Okay, no problem. It's kind of thought, like, maar goed. I feel like it's expression is very important because when you express yourself, you face the fears in a weird way.
Yeah.
And Turtle.io says, this is the last question.
Yeah.
How many shrimp do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink?
Yeah, I know it's a song. I know it's a song, like,
It's a song? I didn't know
Yeah.
this. These all seem so random to me.
it's like, the lyrics of the song is like, there's a flamingo dancing, I think.
Wait,
No,
what?
there is shrimp dancing on the video. Like, it's like, how many sheep do you have to eat to turn your
How many
skin?
shrimp do you have to eat before you make your skin turn pink? Is that it?
Wait.
I might claim that.
No. I know, no. The song is named Flamingo. But there is shrimp dancing. I found the link.
How many shrimps do you... Is it copyrighted? Can I watch it, you think?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, fuck it. I'll check it out. Oh, man. I'm gonna hang up after this. I'm so high. I get crazy high. Oh, this is it? Fuck it. I'll check it out. I got so much to blur, but that's fine.
How many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your skin turn
Turn
pink?
pink.
Eat too much and
Nice.
you'll get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich.
Rich. Yeah, alright. Jesus Christ. This could be like an outro, maybe? Oh, you're not hearing it. Oh, that's fine now.
No.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Well, thanks. That's all. Vik, thank you so much. Jesus Christ. Oh, 19PixelsPlaced, right? They such them. Woo! This is kind of slapping, bro. Alright. So, we don't really know how many streams it takes. I'm gonna assume it's 42, because it usually is. You got any socials you want to plug?
Wait, what?
You got any socials? Like you got a website maybe? Or like a Twitter? 19PixelsPlaced probably, right?
Yeah, but I don't use it anymore, so...
Oh. So you're just like a ghost maybe? That's fine. You don't need a footprint. Alright. Well. Thanks, man. I'll see you around.
See you.
Bye-bye.
むしゃむしゃ食べてフラミンゴはピンク色に染
Hope
まって
I
いく
don't
ぜ
get copyright strike because I don't like copyright at all. I would never copyright anything I make cause copyright fucking sucks. I hate copyright, I hate it so much. I hope copyright sucks my dick.
Black, white, green or blue. Show off your natural flamingo. Oh, 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 oh. If you're multicolored, that's cool too.
If you multicolored?
Don't need to
Oh man, is this like a racist song?
It's for
Oh fuck. Oh. I wanna die. What am I doing with my life? Like and subscribe. We're still vibing. We're still like riding it. Ah, podcast is way too long. Let's have fun.
How many shrimps do you have
Alright,
to eat
we're done.
before you make your skin turn pink?